let's talk about Star Wars. Well, specifically, let's talk about Star Wars Rebels, the upcoming TV show from Disney. Now, this could possibly be one of the very first official products of Disney canon, which is essentially the new window into the new world of the Star Wars timeline, which is controversial, to say the least. So, what is it? Is it going to be any good? Is it going to be worth a look at? We don't know. But I'm going to tell you what my opinion is about the little clips that they released about the upcoming TV show. And I have to say, this, so far from what they've released, it's just not very good. Just from the clips that they've shown. I mean, I haven't seen a full episode. Perhaps the TV series would be great. I'll tell you right now, the Clone Wars story, I got tired of the Clone Wars years ago. But I will admit that the TV show did get pretty good as it went along. The Clone Wars film was awful, but the TV show did get better. Especially when Darth Maul came into it. The whole Darth Maul storyline, it was truly a shame that they didn't get to finish it in the Clone Wars, because that's what got cancelled about. But yeah, Clone Wars, it did get better. The TV show, it got better as it went along. But I have to say, with Rebels, for what they've shown so far in these little clips, and for what we know about the story, it just seems so Disney, if you know what I mean. It just seems incredibly Disney. Because the dialogue that I've seen in these clips, it's just so generic. Incredibly generic. It just seems so un-Star Wars. I think of it this way. This supposed to be set around about the time of the rebellion rising up against the Empire. And you get no sense of any desperation. You get no sense of the tyrannical rule of the Empire over the average citizen. And again, you know, no episodes have been released yet though, but just from these little snippets that they've shown us, you don't get any sense of this desperate struggle against the Empire. You got that sense in the original trilogy, but in this show, so far I haven't seen it. I will say that having Jason Isaacs play the voice of the Inquisitor, that is a big plus for me, because I think Jason Isaacs is a great actor, and I think he plays villains really well. So that's, in my opinion, one good thing that this show's got going for it. Perhaps the only good thing. But then again, as I said, we haven't seen any episodes yet. One other thing, actually, I did like the design of the Inquisitor's lightsaber. For anyone who hasn't seen it, it's similar to Darth Maul's, only there's like a ring around the hilt, and it rotates. It spins like a helicopter blade, and it looks impressive. I like the design about that. In a sense, you could say that it's kind of cheating, because Darth Maul he doesn't need a ring. He just he does it all by himself. The Inquisitor, yeah, you could say he might be cheating. You know, in fact, he's got a little mechanism that makes his blade spin around so fast. But well, the design looks good. So the Inquisitor, I like him as a villain. So, and I always think that, you know, for a good story, you need to have a good villain. The other characters, it just seems like they're joking around too much. Yeah, you know, they're not really taking the Empire as the serious threat. Even in the action scenes that they've shown us, the few that they've shown us so far, the stormtrooper. I know that classically stormtroopers can't really aim, but bear in mind, if you're trying to sell this story about this faction of rebels desperately trying to defeat the evil, tyrannical, all-powerful Empire, you're not really getting the message across. It's just, it doesn't seem to work. It really is. For what they're trying to go for, it's not really going to work, at least for the die-hard Star Wars fans. For a new generation, for a much younger generation, I'm sure the kids will love the series. But for the older generation, probably not. I mean, think back to when the Clone Wars first started. The TV show, I mean. It was definitely for a younger audience, but it got darker and darker and darker as the series went along. So, maybe the same thing will happen in Rebels. I don't know. Well, as soon as the TV show starts and we see our very first episode, we'll have a better, better understanding of what's going on now. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time.